Los Angeles Lakers rookie Adu Thiero reportedly is on track to participate in training camp after he missed summer league with a knee issue. According to The Athletic's Dan Woik, Thiero's absence in summer league raised some eyebrows around the NBA. There were definitely some eyebrows raised around the NBA when Thiero missed summer league with a knee issue, but I can finally offer a little optimism. We're 1,000 or so words in, so I probably should, Woik wrote. I've been told Thiero has been working out in the Lakers facility and is expected to be participating once training camp opens at the end of September. As far as his role, it's going to be crowded, but it's sort of a universal truth in the NBA. If young players want to get on the court, you do it by making an impact on the defensive end. And Thiero has the tools to make an impact on the defensive end. Thiero was selected with the number 36 overall pick in the 2025 NBA draft. While an early second-round pick like Thiero may have a hard time cracking head coach J.J. Redick's rotation right away, he does have an interesting skill set. After spending the first 2 seasons of his collegiate career at the University of Kentucky, Thiero transferred ahead of the 2024-25 season to the University of Arkansas. While he played for the same coach, John Calipari, as he did at Kentucky, Thiero evolved his game in a major way. In his lone season at Arkansas, he averaged 15.1 points, way up from his previous career high of 7.2 points, 5.8 rebounds, 1.9 assists, and 1.6 steals per game. A strong defender on the wing, Thiero could carve out a role with the Lakers as a defensive stopper. It's great news that the rookie should be able to hit the ground running in training camp, as the Lakers certainly don't want him falling behind other players on the team as the season approaches. Los Angeles has a crowded rotation at the moment, as players like Dalton Knecht, Gabe Vincent, Jared Vanderbilt, Jake LaRavia, Marcus Smart, Rui Hachimura, and Bronny James will all be vying for minutes in the rotation at the guard or forward spots alongside or behind Austin Reeves, LeBron James, and Luka Doncic. It won't be easy for Thiero to carve out a role, but he could follow the footsteps of former Laker Jordan Goodwin, who was waived this offseason, as he became a part of Redick's rotation down the stretch of last season for his hustle and hard-nosed play on the defensive end. Last season, the Lakers earned the number 3 seed in the Western Conference, but they had some glaring holes on their roster behind their star players. Los Angeles attempted to fix its issue at center by signing DeAndre Ayton this offseason. Elsewhere, the Lakers added Smart, LaRavia, and Thiero to the fold, and all could be solid complementary players. Hopefully, Thiero will make an impact in his rookie season and prove to be one of the steals of the 2025 NBA draft. The downfall of the LeBron James era for the Los Angeles Lakers did not start with injuries, trades, or age. It started with a decision that seemed minor at the time. Back in the summer of 2021, the Lakers made the choice to let Alex Caruso walk in free agency while handing a new contract to Talen Horton-Tucker, a Clutch Sports client. That was the turning point. Clutch Sports' influence cost Lakers a key defensive anchor. It was not a huge headline at the time, but it should have been. Caruso had just come off a championship season where he played a major role. He was not just a fan favorite. He was one of the best perimeter defenders in the league, a guy who made life easier for stars like LeBron James and Anthony Davis without ever needing the ball. Yet, when he hit free agency, the Lakers undervalued him and did not prioritize bringing him back. Horton-Tucker, meanwhile, was younger and had flashed some upside. He also just so happened to be repped by Clutch Sports. That would be the agency that also represented LeBron and AD, and not so quietly, had major pull inside the Lakers organization. Nate Jones said it plainly on the House of Strauss podcast. What I remember is Horton-Tucker got paid, who is a Clutch guy, and Alex Caruso didn't. Who knows what the decisions were, and why it happened that way, and how they were evaluating players. You did not need to squint to see what was happening. The Lakers were already deep in the Clutch era at that time. It was super clear that agency ties were starting to shape basketball decisions. Ethan Strauss even said, if only Caruso had signed with Clutch, maybe they could have avoided some of the problems they ran into. Since that moment, problems did pile up. THT never quite found his footing in Los Angeles. He was inconsistent, struggled defensively, and eventually got shipped to the Utah Jazz for Patrick Beverley. Caruso, on the other hand, kept doing what he always did, making teams better. first as a member of the Chicago Bulls, and then as a member of the Oklahoma City Thunder, where he helped them win a championship just last season. It is absolutely wild to think about now. The Lakers had one of the most reliable, impactful role players in the league and let him go for someone who they overvalued big time. Not because of talent alone, but because of who was in whose corner. Looking back, it is safe to say that one decision did not just change the roster. It shifted the team's direction away from what worked and toward what looked good on paper. From there, the Lakers were never quite the same. The worst part is they would love a guy like Caruso on the current roster they have. Hopefully Marcus Smart can be the defensive beast the Lakers have lacked. The NBA trade machine never sleeps, and Bleacher Report's Eric Pincus has cooked up one of the most chaotic five-team blockbusters imaginable. This one doesn't just shuffle role players or move draft picks. It shakes the foundation of the league by pairing Giannis Antetokounmpo with Luka Doncic in Los Angeles, while sending LeBron James to Dallas to reunite with Kyrie Irving and Anthony Davis. In a league where Luka already forced his way to the Lakers, the idea of piling Giannis on top almost feels like fantasy basketball, but the pieces, at least on paper, can actually line up. Dallas Mavericks receive LeBron James via Lakers, Bronny James via Lakers, Andre Jackson Jr. via Bucks, Tyler Smith via Bucks, Drew Timm via Nets. Los Angeles Lakers receive Giannis Antetokounmpo via Bucks, Olivier Maxence Prosper via Mavericks, Tyrese Martin via Nets for $1 million trade exception, Dalton Connect, $2 million trade exception, Bronny James. Milwaukee Bucks receive RJ Barrett via Raptors, PJ Washington via Mavericks, Caleb Martin via Mavericks, Najee Marshall via Mavericks, $2 million trade exception, Tyler Smith, 2026 Los Angeles Lakers first-round pick swap, 2026 Los Angeles Lakers second-round pick via Raptors, 2028 Los Angeles Lakers first-round pick swap, 2030 Los Angeles Lakers first-round pick swap, 2031 Los Angeles Lakers first-round pick, 2032 Los Angeles Lakers first-round pick swap. Toronto Raptors receive Daniel Gafford via Mavericks, $13.3 million trade exception, RJ Barrett. Brooklyn Nets receive Dalton Connect via Lakers, Jaden Hardy via Mavericks, Dwight Powell via Mavericks. That's not just a blockbuster, it's a league-altering earthquake. LeBron heading to Dallas with his son, Giannis pairing with Luka, the Bucks tearing it all down, and two other teams serving as facilitators to balance the money and roster spots. It's outrageous, but not entirely impossible. The Mavericks get their ultimate win-now chance. The Mavericks already stunned the league by trading away Luka Doncic and acquiring Anthony Davis. Adding LeBron James on top of that not only reunites the 2020 title-winning duo, but also instantly forms a win-now juggernaut. Even at 40, LeBron was still All-NBA second team last season, averaging over 25 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists. With Bronny James coming as part of the package, Dallas also gets the father-son storyline. Dallas would sacrifice depth, losing Daniel Gafford, PJ Washington, and Caleb Martin stings, but with LeBron, AD, and Irving, this team would be built to overwhelm opponents with talent. Cooper Flagg's development could also take place in a pressure-free environment, giving Dallas both immediate contention and long-term stability. The Lakers get their new superstar duo. For the Lakers, the Giannis-Luka pairing is about setting up the next decade. They've already transitioned from the LeBron and AD era to Luka as the face of the franchise. Swapping LeBron for Giannis ensures they have two top-5 players in their prime, capable of dominating the West. It's the ultimate star reload, something the Lakers have always specialized in. While they give up Bronny and Dalton Connect in the process, the Lakers avoid trading Austin Reeves, a sticking point for any Milwaukee deal, and instead rely on Doncic and Antetokounmpo to anchor the future. The cap gymnastics would be tricky, but the Lakers would stay under the first-apron hard cap while creating room to add veterans on minimum deals. The Bucks will commit to a rebuild. This is the part that would make or break the deal. Giannis has not demanded a trade yet, but rumors about his future in Milwaukee have lingered all summer. Shams Charania reported recently that nothing is guaranteed beyond his current contract, and with the player option looming in 2027, the Bucks are staring down the same dilemma they once faced with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. If Antetokounmpo forces his way to Los Angeles, Milwaukee's options shrink. Rather than lose him for nothing, the Bucks would restock with R.J. Barrett, P.J. Washington, Caleb Martin, and Najee Marshall while collecting a haul of pick swaps and a 2031 first-rounder. It's not equal value for Giannis, but if the superstar only wants the Lakers, the return becomes about salvaging the future. Barrett's 21.1 points and 5.4 assists per game last season give them a wing scorer to build around, while Washington and Martin are proven rotation pieces. The Raptors shed salary and get depth at the center position. Toronto would use the opportunity to rebalance its roster. R.J. Barrett has been a solid piece since his arrival, but with Brandon Ingram in the fold, the wing rotation is clogged. Moving Barrett for Daniel Gafford adds much-needed depth at center behind Jakob Poeltl while shedding salary. They also pick up a trade exception that clears their books for future flexibility. The Nets get young talent. Brooklyn acts as the middleman, absorbing Connect, Hardy, and Powell. Connect gives them another sharpshooter to space the floor alongside Michael Porter Jr. and their stable of young prospects, while Hardy is an intriguing 23-year-old combo guard on a team-friendly contract. Powell would likely be waived, but the Nets use their cap space to pick up assets at minimal cost, a classic rebuilding move.